Hey, River City family, it's Pastor Alex here along with Pastor Doug. And let me just start by saying this, is that this is less than ideal circumstances to communicate this news to you. I think Doug would agree with that we're in this time of coronavirus. We're limiting attendance on Sunday mornings. And some of you aren't yet comfortable coming back to church, which is understandable as well. And so as we talked about it, we just felt like sending this video, getting this out to as many people as we could, as quickly as we could, was the best way to communicate this information. And I'm not going to take a whole lot of time. I want to give the floor to Doug, but you just need to know that Doug came to me a couple of weeks ago, and he'd obviously been thinking about it a long time, but a couple of weeks ago, Doug informed me that he was going to retire. And so it made my heart sad, but very happy for him. And I don't want to take any more time. I'm going to turn the floor over to Doug so he can just share with you his heart and what God's doing in his life. So, Doug.
Thanks, Alex. I'm going to read. I hope you'll forgive me, but it's the only way I can keep from rambling. So I made this decision to retire at the end of June. And I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you all for the privilege of serving as one of your pastors. I've had several careers in my life. After studying journalism in college, I worked for a number of years in parachurch youth ministry. I worked in media and technology at the Lawrence School District for a number of years. Eventually, I took a job as a technical writer at the University of Kansas. My last job before coming to the church was as the president and CEO of a statewide education and research network. I joined the staff here in 2009, working with media and technology and worship, and I was ordained in 2015. And early last year, my role shifted to missions and mobilization, and I have loved it. God has blessed me richly with ministry opportunities. And here's why that's so significant to me. I began attending this church in 1983, shortly after Carolyn and I were married. I had been married before, and in 1981, that marriage ended in divorce. So when I showed up at Lawrence Free Methodist Church down on West 22nd Street Terrace, I was convinced that I was of very little future use to God in terms of ministry. I know that may sound strange today, but in the early 1980s, in some Christian circles, divorce was an automatic disqualifier for ministry, and I accepted that. But over the years, this church has afforded me the opportunity to be restored, to participate in ministry in ways that I thought were simply out of the question for me. Teaching scripture, preaching sermons, leading worship. And I will always be grateful to those who accepted me, trusted me, and believed in me. God has truly blessed me far beyond what I could imagine. I'm particularly grateful to Carolyn, who preceded me as a member of this staff, this church staff, for nearly 16 years. Her love for kids and teens, her heart for missions, and her passion for serving the least of these was transformational for me. Almost every sermon that you've heard me preach over the years here was improved by her suggestions and the way she helped me process ideas. I, more than anyone, witnessed her wisdom and strength of character during some hard seasons of ministry. And many of you know the impact that she had on this church while she was part of this ministry team. I'm grateful for those whose lives and ministries have formed mine over the years. I'm also grateful for my colleagues here. I've always looked forward to coming to work. This is a quality team with good hearts, creative minds, and a deep love for Jesus. My decision to retire comes after a long season of prayer in which I've sensed God calling me to begin a new chapter in my life. I will continue as a pastor in the Great Plains Conference of the Free Methodist Church. I'll continue to serve on the conference mission and outreach team, the board of administration. These are things I've done for a while and things I enjoy. I may do a little preaching in some other churches around the conference, filling in for vacationing pastors and the like. I will be working on becoming more healthy, as I intend to die, Lord willing, when I am very, very old after a long and active life. I look forward to a bit more time with my family, and I intend to pursue some of the avocations that until now I've had too little time for. I also intend to spend more time writing, which has been a lifelong passion. I recently read a book by a friend of mine. It was a biography of an obscure American poet and writer who lived a very uncommon life. Near the end of his life, this poet was asked in an interview which parts of his life he wished could have gone on longer. And he replied, "Well, I can name times I liked very much, but as I thought about your question, I felt that most of them probably ended or trailed off just about when they should have, so I could get on to some other good things." I have very much loved being one of your pastors, and I am very much looking forward to getting on to some other good things. Thank you so much for the privilege of serving as one of the pastors here at River City Church.
Thanks, Doug. I would just add to that. Doug's going to retire at the end of June, so he'll still be here and be part of our staff through the end of June. And just like with Pastor Larry, there's no real great way to say goodbye right now during this timing and of all of this. And so we're going to figure this out. We're just asking for your patience. We want to send a proper goodbye both to Larry Baldridge and to Doug when the time is right for that. And so, Doug, we wish you nothing but the best, man. I really have enjoyed now over 2 years that we've worked together. And I guess I'd just leave you with this. One of my favorite kind of obscure passages of Scripture comes from Luke chapter 1. And it's really the story of Zechariah, which is the father of John the Baptist, who was working in the temple. And Luke chapter 1, verse 23 says, "And when his time was done, when his service had ended, he went home." And I can't think of anything more appropriate. Now, you're not planning on going home and staying home. You're going to stay active. And we hope that you're not a stranger, around here either. But
thank you.
We appreciate you. And I have only got to experience 2 of the 38 years that you were a member of this church, but those have been 2 great years for me personally. And I know you've left an indelible mark on this congregation that will last for generations to come. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So Doug's still here. He's not gone yet. Be sure you reach out to him. You can call the church office if you don't know how to reach him for his contact info. We'll be sure to get you that information. I'm sure he would love to hear from you. And so anyway, that's the news that we had to share with you today. Thanks.